Responders includes a New York police officer who ran into harm's way to save victims. It's a day he says he'll never forget. WNCT's Elizabeth Tu has his story.
The call came over the radio, and we thought it was an accident, a plane crashing into the World Trade Center, until the second plane hit, and we automatically knew it was a terrorist attack.
Retired NYPD officer Carl Urbina thought only of others on September 1st, 2011, himself last.
I was working that day with the 40th Precinct, and when the call came over, we automatically just got our gear, threw it in the trunk, and went straight down to ground zero, trying to save someone, save anybody. That's our first response. When we got there, such a thick cloud of smoke and total chaos.
On the 16th anniversary, Urbina is one of many first responders who solemnly remembers the tragedy.
Shiro Takahashi.
At Jacksonville's Patriots Day ceremony, the thousands of lives lost were not forgotten.
Received one of the first beams from the towers, and that was because of what our Marines did. They did not hesitate.
And memorials like this one will ensure that Americans will never forget the tragedy of that day.
Still fighting the war on terrorism, we have to be constantly vigilant. And as a group, as a people, Baptist, Muslim, we're all from the same people. We have to stand together, because there's other forces out there that are trying to divide us.
Veterans were also honored for their role in the fight against terrorism. In Jacksonville, Elizabeth Tu, 9 on your side.
Near Camp Lejeune, veterans are reflecting on 9/11 and how it changed their lives. Many of them joined the military to fight terror, and 9/11 represents to some how much fight is left.
I first felt shock that this could be happening in our country. Anger certainly crept in there at one time or another.
The older veterans all expressed regret at being retired during 9/11. Many saying if they could have re-enlisted, they would have to fight terrorism.